GBP/JPY. We know GBP/JPY. By looking this one, let's go direct use market structure. I think we are about market structure. I want to try to show you some important things. Yeah, this is the rally phase. I think my student, my mentee, they know it. This is rally phase. This is drop phase, where our GBP/JPY is on drop phase. So we are looking for structure breaker, like what we did. This is what higher time. So I think you know it. When we change, we always change into line chart. Once we want to spot a market structure, we change into line. There is high, high low. Here there is high, high low, high. Then price failed to create new high. Then they create new low. That's what we. This is what we call a structure breaker. Structure breaker happening in this area. I think we're together. This one is a structure breaker. Let's change into candlestick. This one is a structure breaker. That's why we are expecting a drop phase. Here it's a structure breaker because this one is high, this one is low. They didn't break this. This is high, this is low, this is high, but failed to create new high. Instead of creating new high, the price created. Okay, let's instead of creating new high, price tend to create a new low. That's what we call a new low. They form what we call it a drop phase or structure breaker. This one is a structure breaker. So after structure breaker, expect price must move to the intended direction, whatever the case. SB structure breaker. This is what we call structure breaker. Here, this is what we call a structure breaker. That's why price come to this area to take entry on this imbalance drop here. Once we go into lower time frame, you can see what we are talking about. This one is a imbalance. Here, this one is a imbalance drop, and here we must have a setup. So this one we shall come and check on lower time frame. And also before this massive move, and our previous week we sent this signal of bearish because we know, because of spotting this structure breaker here. After this structure breaker, expected price must come to take entries and price drop. So this one we expect also to break this area. So here price might come up to this area. Here price might come up to this area. This one. Expect the price to come this area, then price will come up to this area. We expect price to come up this area. So here it's a drop phase. Put it in mind, this is what we call a drop phase. So price will move on market. This is what market structure. This move. So we expect this move because of market structure created on this setup. This is what. So once you take a structure breaker, once you spot a structure breaker, you must look a near entry above what setup tells you. So we always read the market. So keep read the market. If you read the market, each and everything will be okay possible. That's why we spot you, we make it easy. So we don't complicate it on analysis because FX itself is complicated. So we must take it, we must make it simple, easy. So that's why we analyze very slowly, like what we did here. So this is what we expect on GJ. So let's go to lower time frame to see what this area. Let's go to 1.5, 4 hours. 4 hours. You see this one? 4 hours. 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 4 this area. That's why price come to this area, because this area there is MPL is max pain level. That's why price return to this area, then they drop it. Then we take the entry. Last few weeks we were sending this area, the price obey and price dropped still today. So we are expecting price, once the new structure breaker created, price must retrace to this area, targeted area, then price will drop down. So you must look, or we must check the imbalance. This area we have this imbalance, drop, and we have this. So after creating what we expect, this area, after this structure breaker, price must break this area before retracing back. They must break this area, then when they break this area, a structure breaker created, so we get a new entry. So we are focusing on, so if we buy, just buy for a while, don't stick on buy setup on GJ, stick on bearish setup, because we are in drop phase. So keep it in mind, lar phase. This is lar phase, this is the lar phase, and this is drop phase, this is drop phase, this is drop phase, drop phase, drop phase. So drop prices are on phase, so we know it once our price is on drop phase. So let's go to check another new, let's go and check Euro USD. Our Euro USD is very important. So just put it, yeah, just zoom it. Once we zoom it, we know it. Price Larry from this area last year March up this area almost November last year. So we are expecting a bearish reversal. That's why we are on drop phase. Why we are on drop phase? If you remember, okay, today we will just check on the market structure. We will check a pair and big picture. We shall look on other minor or small time frame. To do an analysis, you must check a higher time frame. What you see on higher time frame, then you can take entry on lower time frame. Don't just jump to lower time frame, then you decide where the direction of market will be checked out by the market already. So this one is a rally phase, we know. This one is a drop phase where we are. I think we are together. So if we know price failed to create new higher high, are we together? Price failed to get new higher high. So don't expect the price to return, price to reach this area, okay, this area. Okay, mute your voice please. So we have cost model this area. Yeah, we have a cost model, and price must respect. But this respect, they will engulf, pin engulfing. Expect here of a pin engulfing and minor retracement. This area we expect a pin engulfing PE this area. And of course price are on drop, and this area is where we are waiting for big or massive bearish setup for Euro USD. So remember, in every strategy, market structure is the mother of every strategy. This area, once price, we know after pin engulfing, price must lie. So this area expected a pin engulfing area. PE, we know PE. PE is the one of structure breaker. This one we expect a PE. Why we expecting a PE? Because this area we expect a PE because this price failed to create new high.